Hey, it's been about maybe a little over a week. Yeah. I know. I promised and all that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm taking full accountability for all that. Uh, it was poor time management, poor scheduling, poor just everything in general. Like literally, it'd be like, oh, I have to upload this video. Oh, I had this video done. But I got invited to go do this with my friends or new friends, and I'm like, I don't want to miss out on this opportunity to do this with my new friends. Or it would literally be like, oh, we got to record this video. And stuff would happen to where it's like, okay, now we can't record this video because we don't have the time in the day now. Because it's like when I record these videos, I want to immediately get to editing. Like, because I'm like, if I sleep on this, I won't remember, the
I thought I would. Oh my fucking god! That pissed me off.
the type of I just won't remember the type of edits I would want on these types of videos. You know, it's one of those things where it's like once I get the juices flowing, I just got to keep going until they stop. The main thing I wanted to talk about, as I've been living my life more, going out more, and just meeting new people, I'm starting to realize that words just don't mean, what they mean anymore. Like, so many internet terms are being used in real life right now, and they've been being conglomerated together and mushed together with other things to not even mean the same thing anymore, right? And it's towards the point where it's just like, okay, so when you say this word, you don't mean that. You mean this, right? You mean this. And I feel like one of the main words that's being used not even to mean what it really means is crashing out, right? Because I went to this party, right? This guy, he sees his girlfriend at the party. He didn't know his girlfriend was at the party. This is one of my friends. He didn't know his girlfriend was gonna be at the party because she said that she couldn't. She was sick. So he pretty much said, he told her, I'm not gonna go then because, I wanted to go with you and all this. And then he pretty much changed his mind because, he needed to get out. He wasn't feeling the best. So we were like, if she's not coming, we're all here. It's not like you're finna do anything and all that. So he's like, okay, bet, I'll go with you. He goes to this party. He sees his girlfriend there, kissing on another dude. Now, we all see this and we're like, wow. Now everybody knows this is his girlfriend. Everybody knows this is his girlfriend, by the way. Everybody at the party knows that this is his girlfriend. So he just simply leaves. He simply leaves. She runs after him and all this other stuff. And she starts basically pulling on his arm, being like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And he's just like, don't talk to me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Don't talk to me. He's like just slightly nudging her away, like, stop touching me. Stop touching me, right? So eventually, some other guys come out to see what's happening, and then they're asking what's happening. I'm like, oh, this is some fuckery's happening. And they're like, yo, is he crashing the fuck out? Like, he's crashing out. And I'm just looking at them like, he's leaving. He's getting in his car and he's leaving. They're like, no, he's crashing out. He's doing it right. I'm like, no, he's leaving. Did you know what that even like? And I know it's a really stupid thing to get pissed off over, but it happens so fucking much where words, especially that come from the internet, are overused. And then people who aren't in those spaces get a hold of these words. And then just crunch them and then just mold them into whatever they see fit. And it just pisses me off to a whole new extreme because it's like, that's not what that word means. How did you get a hold of this word? And it's like, because I have friends in those spaces. And it's like, so instead of asking them what this word meant, you just started adding it to your lingo. Because now you just look stupid. You look stupid. You just look like a fucking poser. And I feel like it happens a lot. It happens a lot, right? Let's go. Let's do Riz. Let's do Riz. Let's talk about Riz. Riz is basically like the best way I could describe Riz is pretty much your affinity for basically being able to sweet talk people, more or less, right? People started taking the word Riz and then being like, it means charisma. Charisma. It's short for charisma. Really? Short for charisma? Now let's go for gyat. Gyat just basically was something you say when a girl is thick, has ass, has titties. People started taking that word and they try to make it into an acronym. Like, are we kidding me? Like, it's. And the worst part is, like, usually this happens, right? And people just allow it to, you know? It's like, okay, you're not part of these, like, spaces online or in real life. So why are you using these words? And I'm not gonna be one of those people that be like, oh, you can't use these words if you're not in these spaces at all. No, don't use words if you don't know what they mean. Don't use words if you don't know what they mean. And when you're asked about those words, don't make up definitions. Don't make up shit. Because someone had to make that shit up. Gyat got turned into a fucking acronym for a couple of months. Are you kidding me? And then let's get to a real life word that's been misconstrued and fucked up. Woke. Right? It don't matter what party you're part of. I don't give a fuck. You're still an asshole either way. I don't give a fuck what party you're part of. You're all dicks and jerks and assholes. You're just repping a different color. You're literally Bloods and Crips, but just in politics. Woke. Now, when I'm talking about the word woke, it's been so misconstrued and misturned because politically, woke meant being aware of the government, being aware of the parts of your life that aren't controllable due to the authority currently running whatever place you're part of. That's what being woke meant. It was being aware. It was having awareness, right? And people have turned the word woke into meaning, oh, you like this, you like that, you like this, you support this, you support that. And it's like, no. The people that you even call woke are like, that's not what that word means. I'm part of this. Woke is over there. This is what woke is. And you're like, oh, no. Woke means whatever negative connotation I want it to mean. Because words don't fucking matter anymore. Words don't matter anymore. They don't matter anymore. They mean whatever I want them to mean at that current point in time. And this is the thing that pisses me off, because it's like we all went to school. Some educations were more ass than others. But since it's American education, it's more or less equally. But if you aren't part of like elite education, or you aren't part of like advanced classes, your education is going to be more asked depending on where you are in America. And I feel like that's kind of just the same for everybody else. But it's like, bro, you are taking these words. You're taking these words with situational definitions. You're looking at those situational definitions, and then you're going, yo, these situational definitions, fuck them. We're going to use these in the same situation, but we're going to have it mean different things. Like, it makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. And I feel like the way that we combat this, right, is by whenever somebody says a fucking word that you know they learned from somebody else, you gotta ask them what that word means, man. And if they say the wrong thing, no, you gotta tell them, no, this is what that word means. Because apparently you didn't develop the forethought within your forehead, within this cranium of yours, to look into these definitions and to look into these words, because it's like, bro, don't use words that you don't know the definition to, because when you're asked about it or when you use it incorrectly, you look stupid. You look stupid. I'm just gonna end this video saying this. Do your research when it comes to words. And don't use words that you don't know the definition to. And don't make up definitions to fit what you're trying to say. Because when you're asked about these, you're not going to remember them. You're not going to remember the definition you made the fuck up. This was a nothing burger video. I just really needed to upload something and get some bullshit off my chest. So thank you for listening. As always, love you.